This is John Yates, and I chair the technology practice at the law firm of Morris, Manning, and Martin. And I'm pleased to be here today with my colleague, Larkin Elsie, who's a key partner in the corporate tech practice. And Larkin is going to introduce our guest for the MMM Tech Law and Business Report. So Larkin, take it away.
Thank you very much, John. So today we have Jamie Thomas from Cognito Forms, which is located in Columbia, South Carolina. And guys, thank you very much for being here.
Glad to be here.
Well, I think we can go ahead and jump right in. You know, our law firm is, of course, familiar with Cognito, but for others out there, how about give us your quick elevator pitch?
Be glad to do that. So we were working for an IT services company in Columbia, working with a variety of different verticals, creating custom software, web-based software. And over time, we realized that all these customers, they needed the same kind of thing, but they needed us to build them this custom software and ultimately pay a lot of money for that development, even though they're facing very similar common challenges. So we felt that there was a need in the market to have a platform where anybody could come and build those solutions for themselves, maintain them themselves. We wanted it to be self-service so they could very easily start acquiring it, start using it for their business. And we wanted everybody to have access to it so that they could build solutions to empower their businesses and organizations.
How would you say that your solution is unique or, advantageous to other alternatives that might be out there?
It kind of goes back to why we started Cognito Forms. We were literally working as consultants, working with our customers. So of course, our responsibility is to go evaluate other products, see if there were solutions that were on the market that we could adapt and customize to meet their needs. In the process of doing that, we realized that those solutions were either too complicated for them to understand, they were too expensive and too difficult for them to maintain, or they just weren't powerful enough. They were too limited and they couldn't be adapted to meet the needs of our customers. And so that's why we created Cognito Forms, was really just to make that distinction, to say it's got to be easy so anybody can do it. A middle school student can pick it up, whatever the problem is, they can pick it up and start solving the problems. It had to be cost effective. So those fees and the fee structure around it made sense for the organization to make it very accessible to them. And then you couldn't have the situation where you start working in this product, building a solution, and then you hit this roadblock. It needed to be powerful enough to give them the ability to solve even the more complicated problems that they had.
And of course, your website is very informative on all the different features that you guys have out there. Curious as to your growth plans for the future, and then also, as we all know, there's a big item looming out there. So we would like to know how those might be impacted by the coronavirus.
Certainly. So initially, for us, we thought that COVID and coronavirus was going to be a pretty big impact for our customer base. We have a lot of small, medium-sized businesses, and we knew they were going to be hurting. We reached out to some of them, talked to them. They were all trying to adapt. They're trying to go online. They're trying to figure out how to turn lemon into lemonade, right? And so we just really focused on enabling that, allow them to sell their products online, and enable them to schedule events online, make reservations online, do those internal processes electronically since they couldn't actually come into the office to move the paper around. And so once we realized that ultimately our customers were just really wanting to use our product more, then our focus was, how do we make that possible? What do we need to do? So we've just been redoubling our efforts at adding those features and capabilities that make it that much easier for them to make that happen. In terms of our growth plan, our vision was always to create an end-to-end platform where people could build solutions, and not just online forms, but actually full workflow solutions that could automate these complicated business processes. And so it's hard to go with nothing, which is where we started, to build up this great form builder, to adding all these workflow capabilities. So we have a very large, complex vision, and we're working through that step by step every day, responding to customer feedback, but still staying focused on that long-term perspective. So some of the things we've done recently is we've actually started creating solutions that involve multiple forms working together and made those available as templates so that a customer who's, say, doing onboarding or hiring or selling products in their store, they now have a complete solution that they can take down as a template and immediately get started and apply it to their business.
That is great, and certainly applicable to the current day and age. Well, Jamie, thank you for joining us. Appreciate learning a little bit about Cognito Forms and looking forward to watching you guys grow in the future.
Thank you.